It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Giants and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're in a real groove of late, winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play, 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
You look at this Cowboy defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Christian Harris drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded at the 20. Oh, look at the juke. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Gets by in the middle of the daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Stroud off the play fake. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stroud. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We look at this Cowboy defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Check mash.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Warriors 17. 60 Maverick, 18, tight end.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Baldwin. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Ready, break.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off play action. Baldwin. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Baldwin. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 28. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
The second down throw now from Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go now.
2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Tag. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On third down, Fox. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Stroud. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, he's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Stroud sets up the play action. Rolling. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Baldwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Okay, great.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
New York set to take the field. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. Throwing on first down, Baldwin. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. DeAndre Swift, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Jacobs with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Ready? Go!
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fox. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Come on, come on.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Stroud. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
70 Lions. Bronco 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Stroud to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
19 Lions. Go.
The throwing again is Stroud. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they open the lead up now to 25. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Stroud out of the gun here. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Ready?
They'll try and run with their fullback. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready?
On 1st down, Fox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Now out come the Giants. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second down, Baldwin. That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, New York.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Baldwin. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Baldwin. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Unlock line. Hey, check that. Street. 70 Ranger. Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fox, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Stroud. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle they go. Fox, and a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Looking to throw on second down. Baldwin, catch made by Slayton. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.